Hey guys, I don't know if you have seen all the videos about Chinese factories that have been going viral recently, from luxury bags to small commodities. There have been so many in the past few days that I have seen by myself, and I even saw someone who I know I used to work with. But today, I came across another interesting video. I feel I have to respond on this, so let's take a look first.
Not only did China just break the World Free Trade Agreement by doing what they're doing, they also just proved Trump's point on why you cannot trust China as well as manufacture in China anymore.
My friend, do you know why this is called as a trade war? Of course, saying war is a little bit too formal. Let's use fighting instead. Fighting is very simple and directly, and it's also my favorite way. Sorry for saying that, but I'm from the north side of China, so in this situation, if two people choose to fight each other in a certain context, we know what we are getting ourselves into. Maybe he will break my nose, maybe I will break his. Nobody knows. But we choose to stand here and fight. Yes, someone may get hurt, but this is the risk we all know and choose. After everything's over, no matter who wins, we all know each other as a respectable fighter. Then, after the fight, of course, we can meet up for a drink, or become friends, or even collaborate with each other. It's no problem. Now let's go back to the video. The guy in this video said that these Chinese factories are breaking the free trade agreement by selling their products through TikTok, which means China is messed up now. And I gotta say he's partially correct, because if they are a supplier for some big brands, they would be sued by those big brands, no matter where they're from. They're taking these risks when they're making their choice. Although I'm Chinese, and I fully support these factories, but as a person who works in this area, I can tell you that most of them have a great manufacturing skills, it's no doubt, but they are not the main supplier of the big brands. I will dive deeper and explain why there are so many Chinese factories on TikTok recently, but first, let's talk about the free trade agreement. Let me ask you the same question. Do you know why it's called a trade war? I can see this guy is respect the rules a lot, but before you conclude that China is breaking the rules and messing things up, let me ask you several simple questions. What do you think about the fact that US imposing tariffs itself violate the free trade agreement, which also break the law by GATT, General Agreement of Tariff and Trade, WTO, World Trade Organization, or the International Trade Act since 1973? Or how about US pulled out from the Paris Climate Agreement, left the World Health Organization, or withdraw from the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement, or cancel the Intermediate Range Force Treaty? Not even need to mention about the US export controls on China, sanctions on China's companies like Huawei, AI restriction like DeepSeek, or even all those EV brands. I can do this all day long. But I'm just curious, are all these actions follow the principle of your free trade? You can simplify these two countries into two persons. In the past, not only China, many other countries as well was often bullied by the US in this street. I'm objective and I'm realistic. I know China has been beaten up so bad many times, but we had nothing to say because we were weak. So we trained, we go to gym, we worked out, learning new techniques, building our mind and muscles. Now we are strong enough. I went back to the same street and meet up the same guy who bullied me all the time. He came up and slammed me again as usual. But this time, I'm ready. So I stand up and slap back. And I thought we're going to have a fight between each other. But suddenly, this bully pulled out his phone and started recording me and yelling at, "Look at him, he slapped me, he broke the rules, he crossed the line." What rules are you talking about? We all know that the competition between China and US is intense right now, and there will be definitely a lot of voice trying to slander China at this stage, just like in the past 30 years. To be honest, this type of slander is nearly in all social media, and of course I saw them a lot. I find it annoying, but I'm never really angry with it, because I know this is what we're going to face if we choose to stand here. But hearing an American judge China's counterattack using free trade rules makes me feel like speechless, disgusting, and embarrassing. I would rather hear him saying something like made in China is cheap and low quality, or even some classic rumors like sweatshop whatever. It's better than this. But judging these Chinese factories with your free trade rules because they retaliate after the US imposed a tariff on them, I just don't understand. According to your free trade rules, under the US free tariffs, the Chinese factory and workers who lost orders, as well as the American people and families watching the price going up, they should freely pay the price for this and don't do anything but just obey your free rule. No way. The time have changed, my friend. If you don't know what is a trade war, it's time to know now. Of course, I stand with China because I am Chinese, and I also stand with normal people because I am normal people. I used to visit many factories around the world, and I know many bosses and the workers there, of course, including American. It's totally different from what a sourcing guy see on the PowerPoint slides. The slides may saying that, okay, we have American beef factory there with 300 employees, but those numbers for me are not just the digits. I have been there. I know their name. I know how they looked. I know we drink together and have cigarettes together. They are working so hard for their car loan, for their rent, for their college fee. And I know they are trying their best to live a good life. So eventually, we are same. We are just hardworking normal people. I don't want any normal people to suffer too much in this trade war. As someone in this field, I want to help normal people find other ways to live better, which is also why I started making videos.